Welcome back. With the United Kingdom voting to exit the European Union, an era of less government could emerge. Might we be looking at a Margaret Thatcher, Ronald Reagan economy part 2? Art Laffer joins us right now. He's former economic advisor to both President Ronald Reagan and Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, and he joins us on the telephone. Art, always a pleasure to have you. Welcome.
Great to be with you, Maria.
What do you
Thank
think?
You.
Ronald Reagan, Margaret Thatcher economics, is this where we're going?
I think so. I mean, I think it really is. Things are very similar to where they were in 1979, 1978, 1980. And frankly, the pressure is in all areas. It's not just immigration. It's bad economies. It's all sorts of pressures, regulations, restrictions. And with that being the background, I think you're seeing the first shot fired at Brexit, but you'll see a lot more coming. And I think this will lead to a Donald Trump presidency ultimately, and a lot of prosperity for the world. I'm very excited about what's happening.
It seems like a perfect opportunity for Donald Trump to basically reach out to the UK, like he did this morning when he said, look, the UK has always been an ally of the US, and they're going to be at the front of the queue when it comes to renegotiating a new trade deal. Do you expect him to do that? Do you expect him to be reaching out to the new leadership of the UK when we see who will be the next prime minister?
I expect him to reach out to the UK totally. I mean, I can't imagine him not wanting to do that, and especially given the way Britain has responded here to Cameron and to Gordon Brown and all the bad economics, bad thought, bad regulations. They've just told him enough is enough already. And the U.S. is about to say that to Obama and Hillary, that enough's enough, and what you're going to see is the new order. It's very much like Thatcher and Reagan.
Art, I don't understand why we're not hearing a tax reform plan from Secretary Clinton. I know what Donald Trump's plan is, a 15% corporate tax rate. You would think is going to be a huge game changer for the economy, but how do you pay for it, Art?
Well, you do see that. You can pay for it easily with economic growth. I mean, Maria, right now, we have the single highest corporate tax rate in the OECD, single highest. And I think our tax revenues as a share of GDP from corporate taxes are the fourth lowest. I mean, that is an exact example of the Laffer curve. High tax rates, low revenue. We need to stimulate economic growth, get companies to relocate back in the U.S., because it's profitable to be doing business in the U.S., and you can't do that with the type of taxes and the types of regulations. The anti-inversion stuff that's coming out of the U.S. Treasury is just hostile and nasty. You've got to entice people to work and bring them back into the U.S., not hit them with sticks.
All right, Art, great to talk with you as always.